Hello everyone and welcome back to Flow and Glow Yoga. I'm Liana and I'm so excited to welcome you to day 1 of our 7-day yoga journey. Today is about energizing our intentions through this 30-minute relaxing but rejuvenating flow. I'm so excited for you to get started and I'll see you in tomorrow's flow. Thank you so much for joining me and enjoy the video. Plant your wrists under your shoulders and your knees under your hips. Curl the toes under and rock forward and backward on the toes. It's a new year, a new us, so we're so excited to reunite with our bodies. Make sure that we're tending to our self, our physical self, and our mind and our spirit. Go ahead and wag your hips side to side, stretching in the outer hips and also the inner arches. Breathing deep here. Every time you turn to one side, look past that shoulder and repeat on the other side. Elongating our inhales and exhales here. Then go ahead and plant the forearms where the palms were, and walk your knees down to lay flat on your mat for a Sphinx pose. Gazing straight in front of you, neck is nice and long. We're not crunching the back of the neck, rather keeping it actively drawing towards the front of our room or our space. Then gently turn to look past your right shoulder. You can soften your gaze or close your eyes here. Exhale back to center, turn to look past your left shoulder. Great job. Meet me back in center. Release your forehead toward your mat. Palms come behind you. And we're going to interlace our palms behind our tailbone and inhale, lift our chin, chest, and upper body, upper rib cage up off the mat for a locust. Inhale here. Great big chest opener, heart opener. Breathe into your beautiful heart center. You can widen the feet here if you need more support in the lower back. On your next exhale, go ahead, release everything down. Catch your breath here. Then inhale once again, interlacing your fingertips behind the tailbone, drawing the shoulder blades together, locust. This time you can play with lifting your toes up off the mat. Breathing here. I love the imagery of a flying fish in this pose, jumping out of the water. Exhale, release. One more time, interlace the palms. Draw the palms together, shoulder blades together. Lift up off the mat. See if you want to lift one leg, then the other. You can stay here. If you want a bit more of a stretch, you can clasp the opposite. You can clasp your shins here, your ankles, and you can come into a bow. Letting each inhale draw your chest up higher off the mat. Breathing deep here. And then exhale, releasing everything down. Push back up to all fours or tabletop position. Curl the toes under and send it up to our first downward dog of the practice. Begin to walk it out, pedal it out, one foot and then the other. Extending through the arches of the feet. Come to the very tip toes and then drop the heels down. Repeat that. Inhale, come up onto the tip toes. Exhale, drop the heels down. One more time. Inhale on the tippy toes. Exhale, drop. Shake the head no. Say no to all the things that are holding you back. Smile. And shake the head yes. Saying yes to all the ways you want to grow and improve in this new year. Great job. Turn to look past your right armpit chest, getting a gentle stretch in the back of the neck. Inhale here. Exhale, repeat on the left side. Turn to look past your left armpit chest. Great job. Now we're going to bend each knee very slowly. Take baby steps all the way up to the top of the mat until we're meeting in forward fold. Feet touching, arches of the feet zipping together. As you sink into your forward fold, dropping the weight of the head over, you can bend your knees generously or keep them straight. Take any gentle, soft movement that feels good. You can walk your fingertips to one side and then the other. And then back to center. You can bend one knee and then the other. And then come lift up halfway, flat back, palms resting on the shins or the tops of the thighs. Looking straight down in front of you, elongating through the upper back body and the neck, one straight line like a 7. Inhale here, feel the rib cage expand out laterally to either side. And then exhale, fold. Inhale, bend your knees deeply, sink your hips back and lift all the way up to standing. Palms overhead. Then exhale, bring your palms to your heart center. Inhale, sweep the palms all the way up overhead. Exhale, dive forward into your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Plant the palms, step the right foot, only the right foot back, and begin to rock here, front to back in our lunge. Then go ahead and lower the right knee down. You can curl the back toes under or uncurl them, whatever makes you feel more stable here as we work it out in our low lunge. Rock the hips side to side, front to back, gentle movements, waking up through the hips. Then go ahead, return to center and inhale, sweep your palms all the way forward, up and back. Gaze past those fingertips. Generous stretch in the left hip, the left back of the leg. Smile here, life is great. We have a fresh start ahead of us. Exhale, bend your elbows side to side, cactus arms, opening your chest forward, heart open to anything that the universe sends your way this year. Smile. And then exhale, palms all the way back up overhead. Melt them back, paint your yoga mat into a runner's stretch, extending the left knee out, flexing the left toes to your face. Inhale, open your chest here, forward, and then exhale, bend, chin to chest, forehead toward the knee, runner's stretch. Inhale here. Long, deep exhale allows you to walk your palms all the way forward. Lift the right knee off the ground and step it back to plank position. Just a couple breaths here. You can rock side to side, front to back. Work it out here. Deep inhale. Exhale, push it back to downward facing dog. Pedal it out here. Walking it through the knees, the arches of the feet, the Achilles. Great job. This time, just bend the left knee in towards your chest and step it through, releasing the right leg down. Curling the toes under or uncurling them, whichever variation makes you feel more steady. We begin to rock gently side to side here, front to back, opening, warming up through the hips. And then you're going to ground through that left foot. Make sure every toe is making great big contact with the earth as you sweep your fingertips forward, up and back for your low lunge on left side. Heart opening here, sinking into those hips. You got this. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, bend the elbows left to right, cactus arms, open your chest up, forward, out. Inhale. Exhale, back up to the low lunge. Look past those fingertips, give them a wiggle. And And then exhale, paint your yoga mat back. Flex the left toes toward your face. Runner stretch on the other side. Inhale, look forward, open your head, neck to the front of the room. And then exhale, bend, forehead toward the knee, chin to chest. Inhale here, exhale. Walk your palms back to your low lunge, curl the right toes under and send it back to plank number 2. You got this. Breathing deep here. Make sure your seat is not reaching up toward the sky, instead drawing actively down for a straight line. It helps me to imagine I'm pulling the yoga mat apart with my palms and my toes. This tension will help support you in this posture. You're like, please stop talking, I've been here enough. Take one last inhale. Exhale, push it back, downward dog. Pedaling it out here. Take long, deep, calming inhales and exhales. Then ground through your left heel. Inhale, sweep the right leg all the way up. Rotate your ankle one way. Bonus points if it cracks. And then the other. And then bend your knee, open up the hip to the other side of the room. Getting a nice big opener here. Turn to look past that right armpit chest. Evenly distributing our weight in our palms here. You got it. Inhale. And then exhale, rotate your hip back, level with the other one, and send it all the way back. This time you can lower your leg as you've done in the last variation, or you can keep your right leg knee lifted. As you inhale, sweep your fingertips forward, up and back for your high lunge or low lunge. Breathing deep here. Gazing right out in front of you. Powering through the front and back leg. You might start to tremble or shake. That's a good sign the energy is flowing. One more long, deep breath here. And then exhale, release your palms all the way back down. Plant your left palm, keep that back leg lifted, or lifted it if it was lowered. And inhale, sweep the right fingertips all the way up toward the sky for a twist here. Look past those right fingertips, give them a wiggle. Smile, life is good. And then exhale, plant the right palm back down, send the right toes back, plank pose. Just one nice long deep inhale here, you got it. Exhale, push it back, downward facing dog. If you need a break on the wrists here, you can always meet me in a tabletop position, or if you prefer down dog, join me there. Catching our breath here, heart rate might start to increase, blood is flowing, oxygen is flowing, everything is good. You got this. On your next inhale, go ahead, send the left toes all the way up toward the sky. Rotate your ankle one way and then the other. Then go ahead, bend the knee and open your left hip toward the left side of the mat, the room. Look past your left armpit chest. Breathe deep here. And then exhale, rotate your hips back and send your left toes between your palms. Step the foot through. Make sure your foot is, all four corners of the foot are planted firmly on the mat as you inhale. Sweep your fingertips all the way forward, up and back for high lunge on the left side. Great job. Breathe deep here, gazing straight in front of you. You can keep a gentle bend in that back leg if you like. Don't want to hyperextend it here. That could cause some stress. So gentle bend in the right knee. One more breath here in our high lunge. You got it. Inhale. Exhale, release the palms all the way back to the mat. Plant the right palm on the mat. Lift that back leg if it was lowered. And send your left palm all the way up to the twist on the left side. Turn to look past those left fingertips, give them a wiggle. And then exhale, plant the left palm, send the left toes back, plank pose. Inhale here. Exhale, lower the knees and send the hips back, balasana or child's pose. Long, deep breaths here in child's pose. Catch your breath. An opportunity to rest. Then come all the way back up, tabletop position. Drop your rib cage down. Inhale, look up. Cow pose. Exhale, around through the spine, chin to chest, cat. Take your spinal flexion in your own time with the rhythm of your breath. Catching a break here. Then go ahead, meet me back in tabletop position. Walk the palms out, curl the toes under, and send it all the way up and back to our downward facing dog. Pedal through the feet. Generous bend in the knees here. You can send your heart all the way to the tops of the legs and back, rounding through the heels. This time, walk your palms all the way up towards your toes at the back of the mat for your forward fold here. Inhale, lift up halfway, palms on the shins or the tops of the thighs. Elbows hugging into our side body, not splaying out. Deep breath here in our flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the palms all the way up towards the sky. Exhale, release, palms at heart center. Turn to face the front of the mat as we begin to go into our balancing posture, tree pose. Gently walk it through the heels here as we warm up through the feet, sinking open in our hips. Then ground through the left foot generously. Really make sure to feel the corners of each four sides of the foot. So the front big toe, the pinky toe, and each side of the heel are really grounding into the mat or the floor here. This is the foundation of your posture. So you really want to feel connected and sturdy in that left foot. As you begin to peel the right heel all the way up off the mat, give your ankle a little rotation here. And then interlace your fingertips and catch your right knee in towards your chest. You might stay here testing your balance, working with your breath and your focus. It helps if you choose a point on the wall or the space in front of you that's not moving. And then you're going to gently guide your knee and your right foot all the way open to the other side of the mat. You are going to either connect your right foot on the left calf, or you're going to guide the right foot in toward the inner fleshy part of the left thigh. You just don't want to make a connection with your knee, as that's going to put pressure on your knee joint. So find your balance here, find your focus in your tree. Your tree could be swaying side to side in the wind, or it could be falling down. That's perfectly normal. Be patient with yourself here. You can take a few different variations with your palms. You can keep them at heart center. You can ground them on your hips. Or if you really want to test your balance and your focus here, you can sway your tree branches out side to side, lifting your heart and your chest. Inhale here. Exhale, go ahead and release. Catch your right knee back in towards your chest and then release it down. Great job. Shake it out here. You did amazing. However variation you took, I know you did great. Take a beat here before we move into the next side. which is going to be our right foot planted firmly on the mat, all four corners of the right foot connecting gently and generously into the mat, the foundation for our tree pose. As you begin to lift up off the left toes, left foot, rotate the ankle one way and then the other, and then come to clasp your fingertips around the left knee, catch it, bring it in toward your chest, and then either draw the left arch on the right calf, or you can guide it up towards the fleshy part of the right thigh for our tree on the other side. Bugs are trying to eat me. Inhale here. Exhale, sink into your focal point. Point on the wall or the space that does not move. Taking any variations with the palms that feel good for you. Palms at heart center on the hips, or you can extend the branches of your tree out side to side. If your tree is swaying in the wind, let it, it's okay. If your tree falls, pick it right back up. You got it. Deep breath in here. Exhale. Be patient with yourself. You might notice that one side is easier than the other. That's okay. In yoga, we're trying to balance the sides of the body, the energy on the right and the left sides to come gather in the center channel. Wherever you are in your tree pose, go ahead and hug that left knee back into your chest and release it down. Shake it out. Great job. You did amazing. Now we're going to heel toe our feet all the way out so that our legs are wider than hip width as we draw our palms to our hips. Breathe deep here. Open your chest towards the front edge of the room. And then you're going to send your palms all the way out in front of you for a star pose. Big power pose here. Take in all the energy. Open your chest and your heart forward. Make sure you're not sending your pelvis, your hips back, rather drawing them actively in front of you. You could close your eyes or look up here, spreading energy through each fingertip of the palm. Inhale. Exhale. We're going to come into our fold here, drawing our head toward the bottom of the mat. Place your palms flat on the earth or let them hang here. You can clasp opposite elbows, rock side to side, keeping a gentle bend in the knee. We don't want to lock them out here. And then release the palms. You can, if you want a deeper stretch, walk them in line with the arches of the feet, or you can clasp opposite elbows, finding a really nice gentle inversion here. Breathing deep here, long, deep inhales, and long, generous exhales. Getting a great big stretch in the backs of the legs. Then plant your palms, walk your heel toe, until your feet are about hip width in front of you. Turn so that the toes are facing either side and meet me in a froggy pose. Rocking it out side to side here, lifting up on each heel, breathing deep. You can stay here in froggy, or you can also plant your heels down and come into a yogi squat, drawing the elbows into the sides of the knees, actively pressing them open. Palms at heart center. Inhale here. Exhale. Great big opener here in the hips. Inhale. Exhale. One more long deep breath. Inhale. Exhale. Draw your palms behind you and come to sit on your mat. Feet crossed in front of you. Meeting me where we began our practice. Roll your shoulders forward, up and back. Notice how your body is feeling differently now as opposed to when we started the practice. Go ahead, reverse the rotation of your shoulders. Then plant your left palm on the mat and inhale, sweep the right fingertips all the way forward, up and back for a generous side body stretch here. Look past those right fingertips, give them a wiggle, and then send it all the way over to the other side, sweeping the left palm up and overhead, looking past the right fingertips. Great job. Return back to center. Draw the arches of the heels up and together for our cobbler's pose or butterfly. You can interlace the fingertips around the toes as you lift your head, your chest up, and feel your hips opening side to side. Take any gentle movement in the head or neck that feels good here. Trust yourself, trust your intuition. Then go ahead and release butterfly. Come to lay flat on your back. Heels splaying out on either side of you. Swim your shoulder blades underneath you. Windshield wiper the toes to either side of the mat here. Then go ahead, keep the left leg extended and swim that right knee in towards your chest. Catch it with your palms. And then let the left leg come out to meet your right. In this little ball position, you can rock side to side here, massaging the lower back, the sacrum. And then gently let the knees fall towards the left side of the room or the space. Arms can rest on your belly or come out to either side of you. Then bring your knees back to center, let them fall towards the right, gentle twist on the other side. We're going to end here in Shavasana, so bring the knees back to center and then slowly windshield wiper them all the way out till they're extended in front of you again. Draw your left palm to your heart, your right palm on your lower belly. Feel the rising and falling of your chest on each inhale and exhale. Great job for showing up to our day 1 of our 7-day yoga practice challenge. I'm so excited for you on this journey to reunite with your body and your breath, your mind and your spirit. Day 1 is checked off. Mark it off your calendars. I'm so thrilled and honored to be your guide in this journey, and I can't wait to see you tomorrow. Draw your palms to your third eye or your forehead. Inhale here. I invite you to exhale. Namaste. Great job. I'll see you tomorrow.